When a guest house belonging to one of Nigeria's leading Christian pastors collapsed last month, killing 115 mostly South African pilgrims, attention focused on the multi-million-dollar mega churches that form a huge untaxed sector of Africa's top economy. Hundreds of millions of dollars change hands each year in these popular Pentecostal houses of worship, which are modeled on their counterparts in the United States. But exactly how much of Nigeria's $510 billion GDP they make up is difficult to assess.
There's total lack of accountability and transparency in the church system. Therefore, one hopes that it's only a question of time before, even for the good of the church, that there should be transparency. If not, what happens is that the people that run the church, if anything happens to them, then there'll be no records.
Some of the churches can hold more than 200,000 worshippers.
We use the income of the church to build schools. We use the income of the church to feed, to serve the need of the poor. For instance, in our church, we run what we call membership empowerment scheme. What we do is to give people money, interest-free money, to start small-scale businesses in clusters so that no one gets out with the money and never return. So we do that a lot. And I think last year alone, in this church alone, we are over $500 million invested in the empowerment scheme.
Being a tither and worshiping God in truth and in spirit is very, very necessary, because if I wasn't, I don't know what the enemy would have done with me.
My understanding of fortune is someone who has what he needs to use at any point in time. But I don't see myself having $150 million stacked up somewhere, or but whatever way they find their figures, I'm only able to say that I'm blessed of the Lord.
His blessings include a Gulfstream 5 jet and several BMWs. The Winners Chapel Church has 5,000 branches across Nigeria and 1,000 more in 63 other countries across 5 continents. But Oyedepo's empire also includes 2 fee-paying universities that he built from scratch, a publishing house for Christian self-help books, and an elite high school.
Look at where we are. There is no single government input on these premises. We supply our water, we make our roads, and all of that. So then you come back again to say, let's tax them. On what?
As the churches have charity status, they have no obligation to open their books and certainly don't have to fill in tax returns, an exemption that is increasingly controversial in Nigeria, where poverty remains pervasive despite the oil riches. Penina Karibe, CCTV.